Hi everyone, this is JD. I wanted to provide an update regarding a previous message where I shared that an episode of the podcast had been temporarily removed to address a legal matter. This message is intended to add more clarity to that situation now that I have additional details to share. Recently, I received a cease and desist letter from attorneys representing a company whose name will remain undisclosed. The letter alleges that the episode in question contained defamatory commentary about the company and further claims that it violated the privacy of the company's clients. Additionally, the letter asserts that I breached certain company policies that were allegedly still in effect following the end of my employment. It's important to note that the letter did not specify which commentary the company deemed defamatory. Instead, it broadly cited large portions of the episode's transcript without identifying specific statements. To address these allegations, I responded to the letter, formally requesting clarity and specific information, including the exact statements they believe are defamatory and the particular policies they allege I violated. As of now, I have not received a response. While I remain open to resolving this matter amicably, I am fully prepared to take additional steps if I do not hear back by the predetermined deadline I've communicated. This season of the Hyman Podcast focuses on systemic issues surrounding toxic leadership, dysfunctional workplaces, and the personal and professional toll these environments take on individuals. The overall purpose of this podcast is to provide a platform to have hard conversations about the challenges we face, both as individuals and within larger systems. Since defamation has been raised in this matter, I want to take a moment to discuss what defamation is and why truth is so important in this context. Defamation occurs when false statements are made about someone or an entity causing harm to their reputation. However, an absolute defense to defamation rooted in historical jurisprudence is the truth. Courts have long held that if a statement is factually accurate and verifiable, it cannot be deemed defamatory, no matter how uncomfortable or damaging it may be for the subject. Truth, as a cornerstone of free speech, protects the integrity of honest discourse, especially when addressing matters of public concern. There is a powerful quote that resonates deeply in situations like this. The truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. Let it loose. It will defend itself. This sentiment reflects my approach to this podcast. The stories and discussions shared here are grounded in firsthand experiences, credible accounts, and publicly available information. This podcast is not about personal attacks or sensationalism. It is about shining a light on systemic issues that demand accountability and change. As the host of this podcast, I am committed to being an arbiter of truth. It's also worth noting that free speech is a protected right under the First Amendment. This podcast will not allow the hurt feelings of company executives to infringe upon that right, especially when the issues being discussed stem from their own failure to address and correct toxic behaviors within their organization. Accountability is not defamation. It is a necessary step towards progress. I want to reiterate that the intention of this podcast has never been to defame or disparage any individual, client, or organization. Instead, it aims to foster open dialogue about systemic challenges and inspire positive change. Thank you for your continued patience and support as I navigate this situation. Your engagement and encouragement mean the world to me and remind me why these conversations matter. Take care of yourselves and each other. My name is JD Hyman, and this is the Hyman Podcast. I'll see you next time.